then what do you guys think about spanking your children?
I'm down. Once in my life.
I was spanked all the time.
Once in my life.
My dad would tell me, go get the wooden spoon. And then
I've always been, bro, I've never been spanked in my life, but one time when I was in Switzerland, I don't know why I remember this. I was probably 4. And like, I was being such a little shit, dude. I swear. If I was my mom, I would have thrown myself off the balcony, dude. Like, I don't remember what I was doing, but like, my sister was trying to sleep, and I kept running up to the air mattress and just jumping on it, like launching her up, and I kept like pushing her around and deflating the air mattress, and I was just being such a little dickhead, and I got spanked. And my mom, whenever she tries to talk to me about it, she feels so bad. She's like, "Oh, remember when I tried to spank you?" And I was like, "Bro, I deserved it.
My dad says,
I deserved it."
No, my mom says, "Do I need to spank you now? You're 17 years old." My mom, like, I think that there's a point where you should not.
Sophie,
like,
quit throwing the mic around, bro. You gotta hold it in one place.
Okay.
They just hear air.
Yeah.
But no, So I got spanked as a child. I think there's a cutoff point to spanking. I mean,
after they're a year old.
No, because like I remember my friend's dad. Like I think the belt and stuff. If it, I think that there's like a line to it. If it like leaves a mark, then that's abuse. But like, here's the thing: my friend used to have to go pick her own switch off a tree. Like that is.
Damn.
Which one you want?
She has to pick out a branch from the tree and then, all right, beat me with this one.
Yes, and then if it wasn't big enough, she had to go get a different one.
She comes in with a twig and
yeah, but like, and then like, I think that's a little extreme. And like my friend, another one like with the belt buckle and everything, like that's a little wild. Like I don't know, like it definitely taught me discipline.
How did you guys get punished as a child?
Okay, this is my.
I got spankings. My mom one time took the door off. My mom one time took the doorknob off. When I was younger, my dad would take the door off and call it fishbowl because that's what they do in the military. Take the door off, take the curtains off, take everything off. He's like, because I used to eat food in my room, and he'd be like, if you can't respect the rules of the house, then you get no privacy. And
Ew,
yeah,
cool, dude.
they were very strict. So my sister and I just covered her bunk bed in blankets and made it a separate room.
So this is my story. Nah, for me, my parents have always been like really lenient. I don't think my mom's maybe hit me like once. I can't even remember. My dad, I think he's hit me with a belt like probably a few times in my life when I was like younger. It was pretty scary times, but it was literally like a few times, and that was it. Like I don't know, there was never really any situations where it had to happen.
But it can for some people it can cause traumatizing experiences.
Yeah, definitely.
For
Like
some.
I totally agree with you. Like parents that are doing it.
Some people
to
are
the
just
point
like
where
crazy
it's too
abusive.
much. Like it's like every day, or it's like minor things. They
So
don't let
this-
their
tip,
kid.
by the way. If you want to beat your children, what you should do is you put an orange in a sock. And it hurts them really bad, but it won't leave any bruises, so Child Protective Services can't take your children away. But
to take
when
away
I
from
was
this
a kid,
podcast.
I was never like beaten or anything, but there's this one chair in the hallway.
Oh my god.
I
They'd
hated
sit
that
me
chair.
in that chair.
The chair
Bro,
would
they would
slam
sit
on
me
your
in that chair, and they would squeeze my hand until I apologized. And sometimes
my
I was
gosh.
so stubborn that I would like not say anything, and I wouldn't cry. And then my mom said she would squeeze my hand so hard, she felt like she was gonna break my wrist. And I just stonewalled it, bro. I didn't have any expression. And then she started squeezing to the point where like my circulation would get cut off, and then she had to stop. So like, bro, I subverted the beating. Bro.
My
I was
parents
like, are you gonna beat me? I'm not gonna give you a reaction. I gamed the system, dude.
My parents used to put me in timeout in restaurants. They'd make me go stand in the corner of a restaurant. My grandma told me she almost called Child Protective Services on my parents. I don't know. I don't even know.
Sophie probably deserved it though. Sophie probably deserved it.
So for my experiences with like punishments and stuff like that. So when I was little, throughout like me being little and stuff, my mom would either like spank me, but not like a spanking. There's a difference between being spanked and spanking.
Yeah.
A whooping and spanking is like
true.
repeatedly.
Continuous.
I've been like spanked with my mom where it's just like one. There's been one time in middle school I think my mom slapped me across the face. And then I guess the harshest thing. I mean I deserved that slap, by the way. I really deserved it. But the harshest thing that probably ever happened was when my dad did live with my mom. I did get the belt one time, and it was funny what happened because I said something to my mom disrespectful, and he took me upstairs, and he had like his like Navy uniform on. He took his belt off, and he started whooping me. And I looked at him, I was like, "That don't hurt." And I tell you, like this man's eyes like turned like blood red, like he just got the devil in him. He was just like.
I don't think I'd ever. I don't think I'd ever do that to my kids.
But this is how I think about like how it should be. I think you need to do everything. I think everything can be resolved without any type of whipping. I think it can be, but there's just some circumstances
Kids
where
need punishment,
you
for
need
sure.
you need a spanking. I think it should go no more than a hand. I don't think it should be a belt or anything like that. No
Yeah.
more than a hand on the ass.
What do you think is like discipline for a younger child? Because like the thing is like, I don't know, like you could take away a toy, but that wouldn't like, I don't know, like what is
You always
it?
gotta start like. I mean, this is not a parenting podcast.
Yeah, I know, it's just
None
kinda
of us are
just
even
like-
at the age where we're gonna
I'm
have,
talking about like
kids.
discipline. Just like, what do you think
Yeah,
of
I mean,
discipline in general? Then
I
like,
feel like
let's
you
just
need
go
to-
into that then.
I feel like physical accosting should be at the very bottom of the list. You know, like put them in timeout first, take away this, take away that, do this, tell them why they're wrong, yell at them, tell them they're a little shithead or whatever.
For
And
some
then
reason-
if they still don't get it, bro, if they still don't get it,
I was about to say yelling. For some reason, when someone yells at you, for me that was worse than any
that's
beating.
worse. That is
It was
worse.
worse.
No, that's worse.
It's
bro.
worse for
That's
me.
worse.
It's worse than any
Especially
beating.
your dad, yo.
When someone's yelling at you,
Yo, I used to
it's
get
worse
so
than any
weak when my
beating.
parents would yell at me. That's probably why I got spankings.
Probably.
They'd yell at me and I'd start laughing so hard because I can't take my dad serious when he yells because he starts doing this thing with his finger and he's like, "Ugh," and he's like 5'8", right? So I was like, at this point too, especially if he yells at me because I'm about the same height as him.
it's like, Mom, the gnome's yelling at me again.
It's so funny, but like, it's like, I don't know. I guess it's like, it's because like I babysit a lot, right? And it's like, man, I do not know how to deal with these kids. Like, there was this one girl, and she refused to go home after the park. And, like, I was like, we gotta go. And I had to call her mom. She wasn't scared of her mom, first of all. Like, I was like, I'm gonna call your mom if you don't come home. And she's like, you can do it. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do now? You know? Because it's like, if your child does not, like, respect your parent, then how are they gonna, like, respect other people in the future too? Because like there's kids in my, oh my gosh, my photography class makes me so
Okay, let's
angry.
not talk about our
That's
own like
true. I
personal
forgot
class.
that. I
So
forgot
I think
that.
we need one more